This is my car, my Volkswagen Jetta, my 2017. And this is my whip, my ride. Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to my channel. It's gonna be my ride, my hustle. And I decided to start this channel because I wanted to be an inspiration to others who are struggling, and to hopefully inspire them to be the best that they can be. And I am basically an Uber driver that I do this gig part-time on the side. It's my side hustle, and it's what helps me, or is going to help me to to pay the bills, and to hopefully be independent, and fully independent, that is, and to overcome all my financial obstacles and fulfill all my obligations. This channel is going to be dedicated to parents, single parents, or anybody out there who is struggling. I would like to hear the stories and to share my own experience and my struggles. And hopefully we can have a family, a YouTube family, that's going to be there for each other to encourage and motivate and lift each other up in the bad times as well as the good times. So this story is starting in my ride in my 2017 Volkswagen Jetta. And right now my Jetta has 31,000 miles, 31,485 miles. And as you can see, it says 10:41 p, but that's wrong. It's AM, not PM. And at the moment it shows 0 miles per hour. And that simply is because I am not going anywhere at the moment. I am simply parked waiting for my next ride in my Jetta. I am currently seated in the parked position, not moving at the moment. I'm just sitting and waiting. As you can see, 31,485 miles, and that has occurred since January of 2017, and it's now August of 2018. So a little bit more than a year with my 2017 Jetta. This video is not about my Jetta per se. It's about my ride as far as my life goes. My ride being a single parent, my ride and the struggles that I've had to overcome and how I'm overcoming them. However, my Jetta is important to this story because it's helped me to be able to have a car right now, to be able to keep things going. It allows me to be able to take my kids to school in the mornings and to pick them up, to go to the grocery store, to have transportation to take us where we need to go. And that's important because without it, I wouldn't be able to get to work. And if I'm not able to get to work, then of course I'm not able to pay the bills. Of course, it comes as an expense, an added expense, and it adds to the struggle. And as you know the saying, the struggle is real. And I can tell you that the struggle is real. So I have 31,485 miles on here at the moment, and as you can see, I have less than a half tank of gas. And so today I have to try to earn $100. And that's my goal, is to earn $100 or $110 each day this week. And so I decided to step out of my comfort zone a little bit and go to the waiting area to join the queue to wait for my next ride. And I've been inspired by the stories the YouTube presents stories, and if you haven't seen that, you're welcome to check it out. I may post a link to the Uber Presents because I feel as though it has inspired me to start my channel, which I've been wanting to start all this time, but not really sure of what direction to go in. So I'm just starting today, and I hope to bring you guys lots of great stories as I continue to drive, as I continue to share my story about my ride, my hustle. I would like for you guys to engage with me, interact with me, share your stories. What is your hustle? What's your ride been like in your life? What's your hustle, and what is your struggle? My ride, my struggle. My ride, my struggle. My ride has been crazy, for lack of a better expression or adjective to describe it. It's been one crazy ride, but it's been so worth it, I think. Being a single mom, being an adult at the age of 16, being introduced to real world, having to work and pay bills at the age of 16, and having 2 jobs at the age of 18, taking care of a younger brother, having my own apartment, paying bills, and single-handedly raising or being the guardian of my 14-year-old brother at the age of 18. And that in and of itself was crazy. And being married at 21 and having the longest relationship anyone could ever have, a long distance relationship with someone I fell in love, deeply in love with, and being a mom at the age of 20, 21, and raising my kids, my children, almost single-handedly due to the distance of the relationship. That's my struggle. That's my story. I still have both my kids today that I parent, I send to school. They live with me, and I take care of them 365 days of the year, 7 days a week. I'm a mom, I'm a single parent, and that's my struggle, that's my story. Overcoming it, going to school, going to college, earning an associate's degree, and then going back for a bachelor degree in accounting that I'm currently not using at the moment since everyone wants experience. But also being an aspiring teacher writer, entrepreneur, having my dreams basically pushed aside so that I can, or I could, have a family to fill the gap that was left by me not having my family, being that I was a product of divorce at an early age, being that I had to become an adult at the age of 16 and take on life and all its responsibilities. That's my story. That's my struggle. Now, as far as my hustle, I work tirelessly, either doing one job or two while I'm working on my career goals in the meanwhile. And I currently drive. I don't do it every day, but I need to reach my goals. It's a constant struggle, having bills to pay, not having the assistance financially or the support that one needs when they're a parent. It gets to be very difficult at times. And so naturally, there are times when you feel like giving up. Naturally, there are times when you feel like life is so unfair and you feel cheated. But the struggle continues. My mantra is, my hustle is fueled by my struggle. Without the struggle that I have in my life, I would not have this hustle that I now have. And I like to call myself a real hustler, but I would soon find out that life has way more challenges, way more obstacles for you to overcome. And so you have to step up your game plan every single time. You have to think outside of the box. You have to do things that you never saw yourself doing. And one of them for me is driving for a living. It's not because I do not have a degree or an education. It's not because I am not ambitious, but it is quite the opposite. It's because I am ambitious. I am very tenacious. I want to be completely independent. I don't want to have to depend on anyone for anything. I never really have, but sometimes you have to do things that's not completely independent. Sometimes the bills and the finances and everything, as I said, becomes overwhelming. And for whatever reason, you're finding yourself in situations at times that's let's just say very overwhelming, for lack of a better word. It can get very stressful. But this channel, as I mentioned before, is here to encourage and motivate each person that is struggling, each person that finds themselves in a situation that has become their struggle. And once you have a struggle, then you must have a hustle in order to get out of that struggle. So I'd like for you to listen, share with us your struggle, your hustle. I am a mother, and I believe that I can achieve my goals despite the struggles that life presents to me. From my Jetta, from my Volkswagen, at 31,485 miles with a little bit more than a quarter tank of gas at 10:55 a.m., not p.m., at 0 miles per hour at this moment. I bid you adieu.